If you're looking for a game with Doom Eternal style combat, a sprinkling of Titanfall 2 and Metroid, and perhaps a dash of Ghost in the Shell in the art department, and all of this on an indie studio budget, you'll likely land on Metal Eden. This medley, homage, or inspiration, whatever you choose to call it, is a surprisingly fun game. Combat is tight and well crafted, melding the in your face risk reward mechanics of Doom Eternal's ammo and health pickups with the wall running and movement mechanics of Titanfall 2. The assorted weapons at your disposal are also quite fun after several upgrades, and enemy design and variety is really good. What I didn't like was the story, which barely made any sense, and the short play time of around 4 hours. That's a bit low for a game costing 2200, I think, and especially so for a game with almost no replayability outside of a new game plus mode that doesn't do much other than carry over your arsenal and skill tree. I also think that the devs, Raycon Games in this case, didn't quite know where to draw the line on the inspiration front. Specifically, I'm referring to the Metroid Morph Ball inspired segments that see you rolling around the map as a metal ball, electrocuting enemies, and solving simple puzzles. The mechanic is unnecessary, wholly irrelevant to the plot, and only ends up affecting pacing. Despite these issues, I don't think I've played many shooters this year that were more polished and fun. Each level is broken up into mini challenge arenas as combat puzzles of sorts that are reminiscent of Doom Eternal's maps but at a much smaller scale. They're also laid out intelligently in a way that will push you to use the map and your abilities to their full potential. This applies to enemy variety and placement as well. Your arsenal includes the standard SMG pistol shotgun combo as well as a few special weapons including a grenade launcher, arc thrower, and minigun-esque one-time use pickup. Each of these weapons has two alt-fire modes that you must unlock, but you can only equip one mode at a time. These modes matter because of how combat is designed. You'll need special, explosive, and melee attacks to strip opponents of their armor, while regular attacks will strip health. It's a simple enough combo, but one that keeps you engaged by encouraging you to regularly swap weapons mid fight. Again, just like the level design, it's the intelligent placement of enemies in each of these mini arenas that makes gameplay so much fun. In fact, Metal Eden's combat has a flow and rhythm that I don't think any FPS game has offered me this year, and it's one I thoroughly enjoyed. I also really like the art style. It's a bit marathonish in appearance, but more colorful and with distinct visual cues indicating an enemy state. The new Doom games also use visual cues in a similar fashion, but I prefer Metal Eden's more muted, less distracting colors.
This is where it all went down. A fracture, followed by a bang.
The story is utterly forgettable. There's an angsty, brooding voiceover guy who never shuts up, your own character is an emotionless android, and the few NPCs who can talk don't make much of an impression. I think there is potential here, but for now I think the story is sloppy and underdeveloped. Better writing would have gone a long way towards making Metal Eden more memorable. As it stands, Metal Eden is easily one of the best shooters I've played in 2025. But it's too expensive for a 4-hour game with next to no replayability and a story that leaves no impression. I hope there's a sequel, one with better writing and a bigger budget, because I very much enjoyed what little this first game offers.